What's good, Washington fans? So, great win, great morning. I love when teams pick against us. You look at the NFL preview, a lot of the analysts picked against us, and that's what I love. I hope they do the same thing this week against the Cowboys. We were 4.5-point underdogs. It's Dallas week, get hyped. But just want to let you guys know that Logan Thomas is expected to be done for the season per Ian Rappaport with a torn ACL, also a torn MCL from the hit from Ngokwe. So, and this is a tweet from Mike Garofalo, who works for NFL Network as well. He says, Raiders DE Ngokwe went low on Logan Thomas to avoid his block. In the process, he ended his season so avoidable, which is facts. That was super avoidable. Players are supposed to be looking out for one another, not in this case. So, Ngokwe, he went to Maryland University. I know he's a Terp. I'm a Terp fan too, but he definitely could have avoided that hit for sure. And I think that was a once again, a play that certainly could have been avoided. You know, Jonathan Abrams, number 24, did the same play to Brandon Sheriff. And then, you know, this guy, Ngokwe, does the same thing to Logan Thomas and takes him out, hits his knee, and now he's done for the year. So we'll see if a fine is going to come Ngokwe's way. You know, we'll see, you know, but a play like that certainly should be fined, in my opinion. It really should be. I think the hit was definitely unnecessary. It really was. And I know probably a lot of Raiders fans are going to come in here and be like, oh, that wasn't a dirty hit, it was a legal hit. You know, technically it was legal, but it definitely was an unnecessary play, a play that certainly could have been avoided, like Mike Garofalo said. But Logan Thomas, I'm hoping he has a speedy recovery. We're going to need him next year. It's tough because he was out with the hamstring injuries for so many weeks, and he comes back and he plays well with the skyscraper touchdown catch where he jumped up in the air and got it, where Heinicke's throwing the ball just a little too high. I want to talk about Taylor Heinicke just a little bit too. But Logan Thomas, he was effective in the Seahawks game too. John Bates has really stepped up in his absence. So I'm confident John Bates. I'm hoping we can get Ricky Seals back, and Sammy Reyes is going to have to step up too. So next man up guys are going to have to step up. Logan is a leader of the team. I want to say he had a C on his chest last year. He was a captain of the team, and I feel like he was a Pro Bowler last year in my opinion. I thought he did I thought he played better than some Pro Bowlers last year, like Evan Ingram from the Giants. He was just a safety blanket for us, and him and Heinicke have good chemistry. So, and ACLs, you know, they usually take about 9 to 12 months. What is it, December now? So who knows when he's going to be back next year? He might be back late next year. So it's just rough news to hear. We got a lot of injuries. Cowboys fans, they make excuses about injuries and COVID. We've had Brandon Sheriff out. We got Chase Rouillet out, Tyler Larson out, Sam Cosmi out, Montez Sweat, Chase Young. Now Logan Thomas, Curtis Samuel has been out. So we can play the injury game if you want. If you want to cry and make that injury excuse, we've been stepping up and winning games without guys. Our backups have been playing well. Our depth has been playing well. So we've been stepping up and winning games with a lot of injuries. So I don't want to hear that injury excuse from Cowboys fans at all. Let's get to Taylor Heinicke's play just real quick. It did concern me a little bit. I'm a Taylor Heinicke fan. I'm a Taylor Heinicke supporter. I want this guy to possibly win the job to be the starter next year. I'm 100% fine if he's the starter day one next season. I am 110% fine with that. I'd rather see him play than Ron try to get Mitchell Trubisky in here, Marcus Mariota, or another Ryan Fitzpatrick type of guy. I do not want to trade for Matt Ryan. Russell Wilson looks washed up. We just beat him last week. He looked awful. Now he did beat the Niners, but I don't want none of those guys. I don't want any of those guys unless you want to trade for Deshaun Watson or whoever. And I know it's kind of early to talk about next year, but it just comes up with Taylor Heinicke. You have to talk about it. Like I said, I'm 100% on board with starting him next season. Of course, it depends on how we finish the NFC East gauntlet out. The last 5 games of the season are NFC East games, aren't they? So we're 6-6. Yeah, last 5. We got 5 games left. They're all NFC East games, I think. And the Cowboys' pass defense is not good at all. But his play yesterday, it was a little concerning. It was the interception. It could have been a pick 6. The guy dropped it. Max Crosby did hit Taylor Heinicke's arm, and I think it would have been a completion. I do have to look at the film, but he did concern me a little bit. He did. I can't let him off the hook. I thought he played well for the most part, running for a first down, made a nice couple passes to Logan Thomas. John Bates made a nice pass to Terry McLaurin, and he's been a good game manager the last 2 weeks, but he has scared me a little bit. The Jamal Adams interception, that was a bad pass in my opinion last week. So he just has to clean some things up. But I do want to see Scott Turner open the offense up a little bit more and unleash Curtis Samuel. No more gadget plays and stuff like that. I want to see them throw the ball downfield to Curtis Samuel. But Taylor Heinicke, I give him like a B- from yesterday. I didn't really evaluate his performance from yesterday fully, but I gave him about a B-. He's elusive and he can make plays. Logan Thomas did drop a pass where he made a hell of a play to get away from Max Crosby, where Max Crosby was holding his foot and he got away from him. But I give him about a C+ B-. I just did not like some of those. Almost one pass was tipped up in the air and they dropped it. The Raiders dropped a lot of interceptions, and the Cowboys, they do catch their Trayvon Diggs. He does catch. He'll get burnt, but he does catch his interceptions. He does not drop interceptions. That's one thing he does not do. So that's just something I want to see Taylor Heinicke clean up. And I do want to see him take some more deep shots. I know the run game has been working and holding on to the ball and ball control and whatnot. I know that, but some of those passes are a little high and they're a little too late. But other than that, he's been fine. Got to clean that up. So I'm very intrigued to see how he finishes out this season. Like I said, I'm 100% on board with starting Heinicke, but he just has to clean some of the stuff up. I know the arm strength is in there. Some of the accuracy is not there, but he's played really good football ever since the bye week, he's played good football, but just a little up and down. Just want to see him clean that up. Let me know what you guys think about Heinicke. I'm a Heinicke fan, of course, and we wish Logan Thomas a speedy recovery. Hope we can get J.D. McKissick back and Landon Collins back and guys like that. So, but he made a good pass to Antonio Gibson for the touchdown. I did like that. That was a good pass. All right, you guys. Hello, football team. Peace.